Brampton Mayor Patrick Brown has revealed the City 2025 budget in recent press conference, promising significant investments in transit, healthcare, and other vital sectors. The budget aimed to bring more affordability and adaptability to the city while heavily focus on transit improvements.
We are focused on every area of expenditure. When I develop the budget, we develop the budget, I think about that senior citizen on a fixed budget, that single parent struggling to make ends meet, and it's why we have done consistent value for money audits. We have been very cautious on expenditures here at City Hall. It's why when we had the labor disagreement with CUPE, we were very mindful of the financial context that we were in. And if you look at the hospital levy, labor agreements, there are financial pressures on the city. But despite that, because of our fiscal prudence, I am pleased to report that Brampton will have one of the lowest tax increases in the entire GTA. We are delivering a tax rate increase of 2.9%, which compared to neighboring GTA municipalities is among the lowest anywhere in this difficult financial year. But that doesn't mean we are shirking our responsibility to plan for the future. This budget contains significant strategic investments that will help push forward Brampton's prosperity. Whether it's transit, recreation, roads, or any number of vital areas, we continue to build the Brampton advantage in our city. Let's talk about healthcare first. If you look at that 2.9% tax increase, a significant part of that, 1% of that 2.9 is our healthcare levy to build a second hospital. There is a provincial requirement for a local share. And that 1% is a commitment this council has made to make sure that we get our second hospital. I can't tell you how elated we're going to be when we see the construction start this March or April. We also have a significant investment in this budget that is part of TMU is medical school opening. So in many respects, this budget contains significant investments for healthcare. And I would note that this medical school, and there's a $10 million investment this year as part of that agreement we have with TMU in the province. This medical school will be the first new medical school opened in the GTA in 100 years, and we can't wait to see students start in September. When it comes to transit, we're the fastest growing big city transit service in the entire GTHA, with a 340% increase in ridership compared to the pre-pandemic levels.
Friends, we are here at the city of Brampton. We have Honorable Mayor Patrick Brown with us, and long time since the politicians, federal, provincial, and now in charge of Brampton. And we have 2025 budget here, which he has introduced. And my question to you, Mayor Brown, that what plan you have to save the jobs from the effects of 25% cut or 25% tariff from the Trump administration?
So, I believe these tariffs in the U.S. could be very damaging. We have businesses like Stellantis. We have a large manufacturing sector that exports product to the U.S. This would be harmful. This would cost jobs in Brampton. Obviously, it's up to the Canadian government to decide to put in retaliatory tariffs. What my plea would be is if Canada is putting tariffs on the U.S. and the U.S. is putting tariffs on Canada, we both lose. No one wins in a tariff fight, and I hope that reasonable minds will prevail in the months ahead. The new president is being inaugurated later this month, and I hope that this is just posturing. She's known as a negotiator. I hope this is a negotiating position, because it would hurt America if they can no longer rely on Canadian goods without tariffs. If he puts tariffs on Canadian goods, it's going to cause retaliatory tariffs. We don't get a say in that locally, but I'm very concerned about what's unfolding.
The situation that's transpiring now in the United States with U.S. President Donald Trump wanting to put a levy on Canadian products and services, it's important to remember that cross-border trade benefits both sides of the border. And for us, we don't impact the negotiations that are going to be happening between Washington and Ottawa, but just to say that we're certainly keeping an eye on what is happening in the United States and in Ottawa. And we have a very robust business community here in this city.
The 2025 budget places a strong focus on the transit sector, aiming to expand bus routes and improve accessibility for a resident across Brampton. Additionally, healthcare services are set to receive significant upgrades, ensuring the city's growing population has improved access to medical care.